Welcome back, student. This is the sixth lecture, and in the last lecture we had solved this sum, the last sum number 9 of practice set 1.3. This is the last sum, the ninth sum, and I had given you homework also, sum number 3 to 8, 6 sums homework. Now some students are asking me that, sir, when you will show us the solved sums of the homework sums. So students, I hope you will have done all the homework sums. For correction of these sums, what we'll do, I will give one entire lecture for all those sums. Okay, so that will be solved, your doubts will be solved. Now today I will go for the theory for the next practice set 1.4, and this is the last practice set. After that, problem set will start, which will be the concluding part of the first chapter, similarity. The next practice set 1.4 is based on a theorem which is called as theorem on areas of similar triangles. Remember the name of the theorem, theorem on areas of similar triangles. So students, this is the theorem. The name of the theorem is theorem on areas of similar triangles. The statement of the theorem is the ratio of areas of two similar triangles is equal to the ratio of squares of their corresponding sides. We had studied similar property in the beginning of the chapter. In the first lecture, we have studied that the ratio of areas of two triangles. Right? That was the first property. How was that property? What was that property? The ratio of areas of two triangles is equal to the ratio of products of their corresponding bases and heights. That was the property. Now this is a theorem on areas of similar triangles. Please mind, this is the theorem on areas of similar triangles. It says that the ratio of areas of two similar triangles is equal to the ratio of squares of their corresponding sides. So students, here we have two similar triangles. Triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR. I have written given triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR. We have to prove that the ratio of the areas of two similar triangles, so area triangle ABC upon area triangle PQR, is equal to the ratio of squares of their corresponding sides. AB and PQ are corresponding sides, BC and QR are corresponding sides, and so AC and PR are corresponding sides. Take any pair of corresponding sides. Area of triangle ABC upon area of triangle PQR is equal to AB square upon PQ square, or BC square upon QR square, or AC square upon PR square. So we will prove any one, and rest of the thing will be easily proved, or it can be proved in the similar manner. Now we need a construction. What will be the construction? So this is the construction. Draw segment AD perpendicular to side BC and segment PS perpendicular to side QR. This is what we have done with different color, red color. So this is a construction. Now why we did this construction? We have to prove that the ratio of areas of two similar triangles is equal to the ratio of squares of the corresponding sides. Okay, this is what we have to prove. Now I will remove this part because you already know, and I will have space to write the entire proof. So students, we have triangle ABC similar to triangle PQR given. Result number 1. Now what is the definition? What is the definition of similar triangles? Two triangles are similar if their corresponding sides are in the same ratio and their corresponding angles are congruent. So we are given that the two triangles are similar. That's why I have written that the corresponding sides of them are in proportion, they are in the same ratio, and their corresponding angles are congruent. So from 1 and definition of similar triangles we get this. One is this, triangles are similar. Now next. Now students, In triangle ADB and triangle PSQ, as you are seeing that angle B is congruent to angle Q. Why? Because it is there already. Okay, we will give this as result 2. So angle B congruent to angle Q, and because AD is perpendicular to BC, okay, this is a right angle here, this is a right angle here, because we have considered these two triangles. So you can see that in these triangles, okay, angle B is congruent to angle Q. This we get from 2, and we have angle ADB. Angle ADB is congruent to angle PSQ. So what we will have, reason for this, each is 90 degree. Each is 90 degree angle. So when two angles of one triangle are congruent to two angles of other triangle, then the two triangles are similar. Therefore triangle ADB is similar to triangle PSQ. Which is the test? Recall the test of similarity. It is the AA test, a test derived from the AAA test. So you can see these triangles are also similar. Now when these triangles are similar, we also can write in the same manner like this, the ratio of the corresponding sides. Okay, so what we can write? Therefore, as per the definition of similar triangle, ratio of side AB to side PQ, corresponding side. So AB upon PQ is equal to AD upon PS, because the triangles are different now. So AD upon PS is equal to ratio BD upon QS. BD upon QS. Reason is corresponding sides of similar triangle. Okay, and we will write the reason. We will give it result number 3. So why we proved these ratios to be equal? You can see AB upon PQ and AB upon PQ. This ratio is found in both this result. And so we can say that all these ratios which we are seeing, okay, are equal. So finally what we can get? Finally we can get AB upon PQ is equal to AB upon PQ is equal to BC upon QR. Okay, is equal to BC upon QR, and that is equal to AD upon PS. AD upon PS. So what I did, AB upon PQ is equal to BC upon QR I took from here, and AB upon PQ is equal to AD upon PS I took from here. And why these ratios only? What about the other ratios? Why I have not taken other ratios? Because you will come to know when we will complete the proof here. Okay, this I can say that from 3, okay, or you could have even from 3 as well as from 2. So we can write from 2 and 3, from 2 and 3. So we have got these ratios to be equal. Now what next? Now student, recall the first property. Our first property which we did in the beginning of the chapter is area triangle ABC upon area triangle PQR is equal to base into height upon base into height. Okay, this is the property of areas of two triangles. Property of areas of two triangles, as we have studied in the beginning of the chapter. Okay, this property we are using in the theorem on areas of similar triangles. The first property that we studied in the chapter we are using here in the last exercise 1.4. Why we are using this? Now you can come to know that why we had written these three ratios equal. So what I will do is, this is equal to BC upon QR, which is one ratio, into AD upon PS, this ratio which I am seeing. Okay, I could have separated also. Okay, let me write BC upon QR into AD upon PS. Okay, so this same thing can be written as this. Why? So it will be easy for you to understand. Now we can replace AD upon PS ratio by BC upon QR. So if you replace it, what you will get? BC upon QR multiplied by BC upon QR, which will give you what? Which will give you BC squared upon QR squared. Understand? Reason we can write we did not give this number, we can give this as result number 4. So we can write here from result number 4. And so you can see that area of triangle ABC upon area of triangle PQR is equal to BC square upon QR square, which is what we had to prove. Yeah, it was in the earlier frame what we had to prove. So it is proved, right, that the areas of two similar triangles is equal to the ratio of areas of two similar triangles is equal to the ratio of squares of the corresponding sides. Here the corresponding sides which we proved here are BC and QR, but we have written also, right, earlier. See here, BC upon QR is also equal to AB upon PQ. It is also equal to AC upon PR. So if you replace BC upon QR ratio by these two ratios, then we can get what we had to prove. Okay, so finally we can write, therefore area triangle ABC upon area triangle PQR is equal to AB square upon PQ square, or it is equal to BC square upon QR square, or it is also equal to AC square upon PR square. This we get from result number. This we what we had get here. Yeah, what we had got here. This is from 2. I have a little space constraint, but you can understand. Hence the theorem is proved. Which theorem? Theorem on areas of similar triangles is proved. What is the theorem? Let us have a quick recap or revision of this theorem. The theorem says, this is very important theorem, can be asked in the exam for 3 to 4 marks. The ratio of areas of two similar triangles is equal to the ratio of squares of their corresponding sides. We have triangle ABC similar to triangle PQR. We have to prove that area triangle ABC upon area triangle PQR is equal to AB square upon PQ square, or equal to BC square upon QR square, or equal to AC square upon PR square. Okay, construction we did, segment AD perpendicular to side BC and segment PS perpendicular to side QR. Directly you can see proof here. Triangle ABC and triangle PQR are similar given. So as per the definition of similar triangle, their corresponding sides are in same proportion and corresponding angles are congruent. Result number, this is 1, this is 2. Now we prove triangle ADB similar to triangle PSQ by AA test, angle test. Okay, and when these triangles are proved similar, we can also write the ratio of corresponding sides as AB upon PQ is equal to AD upon PS is equal to BD upon QS. Result number 3. Now from result 2 and 3, what we can write? AB upon PQ is equal to BC upon QR is equal to AD upon PS. From result 2, I took AB upon PQ is equal to BC upon QR. And from result 3, I took AB upon PQ is equal to AD upon PS. So I got these three ratios equal. Result number 4. Now recall the first property, the property of areas of two triangles, which we did in the beginning of the chapter. Area of triangle ABC upon area of triangle PQR is equal to product of the base and height upon product of the base and height, BC into AD, QR into PS. Property of areas of two triangles. This is separated. So BC upon QR into AD upon PS. Now AD upon PS can be replaced by BC by QR from 4. So BC upon QR into BC upon QR, right, from 4, which will give you BC square upon QR square as we multiply this. And BC upon QR is also equal to AB upon PQ and AC upon PR. Therefore our theorem is proved that area triangle ABC upon area triangle PQR is equal to AB square upon PQ square is also equal to BC square upon QR square is also equal to AC square upon PR square. Hence the theorem is proved. This is a very important theorem of the chapter. They can ask you this theorem. Now we shall solve the exercise based on this theorem. Exercise on 1.4, practice set 1.4. Students, here is the first sum. It reads, the ratio of corresponding sides of two similar triangles is 3:5. Then find the ratio of their areas. Understand? This is the first sum. Now this is based on the theorem which we just did. Okay, in the solution or in the answer, what we will write? We are given the ratio of the ratio of corresponding sides of similar triangles. Okay, so what we have to write? let the areas of two similar triangles be A1 and A2 and their corresponding sides be S1 and S2 respectively. So we will minimize our work by just writing the areas as A1 and A2 for the two similar triangles and corresponding sides as S1 and S2. Okay, therefore by the theorem which we just studied, by the theorem on areas of similar triangles, what we can write? Similar triangles, what we can write? We get, what do we get? A1, the ratio of areas of two similar triangles, A1 upon A2 is equal to S1 square upon S2 square, the squares of their corresponding sides. Please student, remember one thing here. In the board exam, while solving this sum, many students write A1 upon A2 is equal to S1 upon S2. They forget to make squares of the corresponding sides, which will end up into a wrong answer. So be very careful. A1 upon A2 is equal to squares of the corresponding sides of the triangle, S1 square upon S2 square. And now we are given the ratio of corresponding sides. S1 and S2 ratio is given, S1 is to S2. So we will get the ratio of the areas of the two triangles. So A1 upon A2 is equal to, what is the ratio? 3 upon 5. So 3 square upon 5 square, because S1 is to S2 is 3 is to 5. This is given. And so finally we get the ratio of the areas. A1 upon A2 is equal to 9 upon 25. Okay, that is, we can write, that is the ratio of areas of the two similar triangle A1 is to A2 is equal to 9 is to 25. 2 mark sum, it is very simple and easily solved. But remember, do not forget to make squares of the corresponding sides. Why? Because it is a common mistake most of the students do in the exam. Now we will move for the sum number 4. Sum number 2nd and 3rd are just fill in the blank type question. Try to write yourself, or in the otherwise in the other lecture or other video class, I will show you the way we have to do the sums. 4th sum we are doing now. I am copying the 4th sum. Please see it. So students, here is the 4th sum. 2nd and 3rd sums you will do at home. 4th sum. Triangle LMN is similar to triangle PQR. 9 times area of triangle PQR is equal to 16 times area of triangle LMN. Also side QR is 20. Then find the corresponding side MN. Understand? Very simple sum. We are using the same theorem which we have studied. Theorem on areas of similar triangles. Understand? How will we start now? 9 times area of triangle PQR is equal to 16 times area of triangle LMN. This is given to us. So we will write given. So if I write area of triangle PQR ratio area of triangle LMN, what I will get on the other side? We know that on cross multiplying we should get the same statement which is already given to us. So we know that 16 times area triangle LMN is given, which is equal to 9 times area of triangle PQR. So I will write 16 here and 9 here. Why? Because on cross multiplying I will get the same statement. Be very careful. If you write 9 by 16, it will be a wrong answer. You will get a wrong answer. This is what we have. Also, triangle LMN is similar to triangle PQR, which is given to us. Okay, the two triangles are similar, and when the two triangles are similar, the ratio of their areas is equal to the ratio of squares of the corresponding sides. So what we will write? Therefore, area of triangle LMN upon area of triangle PQR is equal to which corresponding sides we will take. We should be prepared before we write. Our mind should always work one step ahead. MN and QR are corresponding sides, and we have written triangle LMN upon triangle PQR. So side MN and QR are corresponding sides. So I will write MN square upon QR square. Understand, the ratio of areas of two similar triangles is equal to the ratio of squares of the corresponding sides. What is the theorem? The theorem is theorem on areas of similar triangles. Theorem on areas of similar triangles. This is the reason. Now simply we have to put the values. The ratio of area of triangle LMN upon area of triangle PQR will be equal to 9 by 16, because it is area of triangle PQR upon area of triangle LMN. Okay, we could write here. Therefore, area triangle LMN upon area triangle PQR is equal to 9 upon 16. This is by invertendo. Okay, and we can give result number 1 here. So if you substitute the value here, it will be 9 upon 16 is equal to, out of these two sides, one side is given, QR is given 20, and we have to find MN. So I will write MN square upon 20 square. So finally what I will do is, what I will get is MN square into 16. 16 multiplied by MN square is equal to 9 multiplied by 400. On cross multiplying I am getting it, 20 square is 400. So what I will get next is, so Mn squared is equal to 9 into 400 upon 16. Taking square root, Mn is equal to square root of all this number, 9 into 400 upon 16, which is equal to 3 into 20 upon 4. Okay, we have taken square root of all these numbers. These are all perfect squares. I can cancel. 4 ones are 4 5s are, and 3 5s are 15. So what I will get? Therefore, length of side MN is 15 units. So very simply we can solve the sums, and this is how, like, the theorem is used, or this is this sum is the application of the theorem which we just proved. That is the theorem on areas of similar triangles. This is the sum number 4, and now as I see here that there are few sums given in this exercise. Sum number there are till sum number 7, and after that problem set 1 starts. So I feel I should not do the remaining sums. Okay, I will leave the sum number, as I have already given 2 and 3. Now sum number 5, 6 and 7 you should try to solve by yourself. Okay, all these sums are based on the theorem on areas of similar triangles. This lecture, I think so, we will conclude here. Why? Because this is the last theorem of the chapter. After this we are going to solve the problem set, few sums of the problem set, but I will not start with the problem set in the next lecture. In the next lecture, all the sums which I have given you homework, I will solve all of them, I will explain all of them, and you can check. So in the before the next lecture, you will be prepared with entire homework of all the 6 lectures. Understand? With this we are concluding today's class. Have a nice time. Stay at home, practice hard. Geometry first chapter is almost done. Okay, and if you have time, and if you think that you are able to do the sums, you can do all the sums of practice set problem set 1, because the problem set 1 is the mixture of all these properties and theorem, the application of all these properties and theorems which we have studied in the chapter. Bye bye, take care, have a nice time.